So I want you to picture this scenario in your head. So you're just at home, you're chilling, doing whatever it is you do, and then all of a sudden you see that your favourite YouTuber has uploaded a brand new video. So you actually log into YouTube and watch the video, and all seems normal up until around halfway through the video. This point in the video shows the creator recording themselves going to the mall, but then all of a sudden, unprovoked, they punch a random toddler in the nose and break it. Naturally, this situation causes massive outrage, which leads to the creator then publishing an apology video explaining how it was actually just a prank and that the toddler was actually in the wrong the whole time. This situation has never actually occurred in real life as far as I know. I just wanted to give you a sort of made up example to explain the concept of this video to you. That being controversies that YouTubers have gotten themselves into. These controversies come in a variety of different shapes and sizes, from saying a slur live on stream to faking a loved one's death for views and money. These kinds of controversies are what we're talking about in today's video, so with that said, sit back, relax and enjoy. So before we get into the actual controversy, I want to establish a little bit of context first. One of the most popular multiplayer games on Steam is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, also known as CSGO. One thing that has kept this game alive for so long is its sort of skin economy, in which people would earn skins for both weapons and characters and then trade or sell them for real money. Because of this economy that's formed around the game, there have been many different sites in which you can effectively gamble for these skins. One of these sites was known as CSGO Lotto, which is actually the subject of this entry. Now, the scandal in this entry involves two YouTubers, TMartn and the Syndicate Project. It all started when TMartn and Syndicate made a video together that was effectively just one giant advertisement for CSGO Lotto. Martin and Syndicate claimed that they just found this site at random and they made a video on it because they liked it so much. However, people would soon realise that this was actually a lie, as both of them were actually co-owners of the website, meaning that what they did was effectively a crime, as they failed to disclose their ownership of the website and instead tried to cover it up. As you'd expect, this caused quite a bit of a scandal, which led to TMartn uploading an apology video. But if we're being honest, it was about as much of an apology as drop kicking someone bound to a wheelchair. Within the first few seconds of the video, he brings in his dog for sympathy points. Also, throughout the entire video, you can see that he is subtly but not so subtly flexing his expensive car, which can be seen in the background in front of his mansion. And that's not even the worst part of it. The entire video is basically just him calling his fans stupid for not understanding, even though they very clearly understand what's going on. Because of this, the video was met with a lot of backlash, which led to TMartn eventually deleting it. TMartn would eventually return to YouTube, but due to his reputation from the scandal, he would basically fall out of relevancy. This isn't the only CSGO related scandal, however it is definitely the most notorious due to it being associated with YouTubers who were quite big at the time. Now, this controversy is actually fairly similar to the CSGO Lotto one. This controversy involves the YouTuber RiceGum, who is, let's just say, very controversial. A lot of people don't really like him for his sort of rich arsehole personality, but he is very popular with a young audience, having over 10 million subscribers. The controversy started when RiceGum uploaded a video in late 2018 titled "How I Got AirPods for $4", and honestly I just love how he put the words "not clickbait" in the thumbnail. The video is basically just him promoting a site called Mystery Brand, in which users could buy a digital mystery box containing a bunch of pre-selected items, only for them to win one of them at random in real life. Or at least, that's what's supposed to happen, as many users reported that they never actually received any of the items that they were promised, which led to the ultimate conclusion that the site was actually a scam, which it was. This was very worrying, since RiceGum's audience was very young and as such was very impressionable. So after tons of people called him out for basically promoting a scam to children, RiceGum would eventually make a response video. It wasn't really much of a response though, as it was basically just him trying to shift the blame and avoid responsibility. His main point in the video was that other YouTubers, most notably Jake Paul, were actually promoting the site months before he promoted it. And while that was true, Jake Paul did promote the site, that still doesn't relieve RiceGum of any responsibility. He still promoted a scam to children. I also want to point out that at the end of the video, he flashes up a bunch of Amazon gift card codes on screen, which seems like a nice thing to do, until you realise that the codes had actually expired long before he even showed them in the video. Although this definitely was a shitty thing to do, it didn't affect his reputation as badly as TMartn's, since RiceGum already had a very negative reputation from the beginning. Now this one is interesting, as it's actually two separate controversies from the same YouTuber. These controversies involve the YouTuber Pewdiepie, who is known as being the creator with the most amount of subscribers on the platform. The first major controversy centers around a video he made in which he goes onto the website Fiverr, which is a website where you can pay people $5 to effectively say whatever you want them to say. Near the end of the video, he takes a look at one of the videos he ordered, and it's pretty normal at first, up until they pull out a sign which has an anti-Semitic phrase written on it, which I'm not going to show because I don't know how YouTube's going to feel about me actually showing it. He was very quick to apologise about it.
I am sorry. I didn't think they would actually do it. I feel partially responsible, but I didn't think they would actually do it.
But it was already too late, and the damage had already been done. News of this situation spread like wildfire, which caused Disney to cut any and all ties they had with PewDiePie, and his YouTube original series, Scare PewDiePie, had its second season cancelled. Not too long after this incident, PewDiePie would eventually get into his second big controversy during a live stream of PUBG, in which he would call another player the N-word with a hard R.
What a fucking jeez, oh my god, what the fuck? Sorry, but what the fuck?
This one did go viral, but it didn't really get much media attention like the previous controversy. Although I don't think that PewDiePie is an anti-Semite or a racist, he is definitely an idiot. If he had just been more careful and actually thought about what he was doing, he could have avoided these situations entirely. Now we can't talk about YouTuber controversies without talking about the infamous Logan Paul Forest vlog. Now this incident started on the 31st of December 2017 when the YouTuber Logan Paul, brother of Jake Paul, uploaded a video to his channel titled "We Found a Dead Body in the Japanese Suicide Forest." In the video, he and his friends go to the Aokigahara Forest in Japan, which is a place that is infamous for being the location that suicidal people often go to take their own lives. Now I'm not going to show any footage of the video because I can't really find a good re-upload of it since the original has been deleted, but if you really want to, you could probably find a re-upload of it somewhere else. As I've already stated, the video shows Logan and his mates heading into the forest with the intent of camping there for the day. However, their trip came to a halt, as they would soon come to realise that they had just discovered the body of a recently deceased suicide victim. At first, Logan did look quite shocked as to what he and his friends were seeing right in front of them. However, his demeanour would quickly change, as he would then begin to burst out laughing and start joking about the whole situation. This naturally caused massive backlash, especially from parents, since Logan's videos were mostly targeted towards children. The backlash was just getting far too big to ignore, so Logan would eventually have to say something on the matter. And say something he did in his infamous "So Sorry" video, which is basically the kingpin of YouTuber apology videos. Now this isn't the worst apology video. There have been far worse ones that have come out in the years since. But the main problem here is that it didn't really feel that sincere. It felt less like "I'm sorry that I did that" and more "I'm sorry that you caught me doing that." since while we all do make mistakes, we almost instantly regret them. But it seems like Logan here didn't have any regrets, since he not only recorded himself laughing at a dead body, but he edited the video and published it to YouTube for millions of people to see. Although this incident basically destroyed the last little bit of positive reputation he had, it didn't really seem to affect his career that much, since he is still on YouTube to this day. What is he doing now, you may ask? NFTs. How lovely. Now if you thought that the last entry was insane, this one is just gonna hit you like a fucking truck covered in barbed wire. This controversy involves one of YouTube's most infamous creators, I'm Jaystation. Now you may be asking, what exactly did Jay do to gain this level of infamy? Well, for starters, he's one of those 3 AM challenge YouTubers. For those who don't know, 3 AM challenges are basically a collection of scary videos made for children. And when I say scary, I mean they're about as scary as that Poppy Playtime shite that kids love for whatever reason. These videos come in a variety of different forms, but the main form involves the creators of the video calling up a fictional character on their phone, only for that character to then break into their home and kidnap them or something. Specifically at 3 AM, because 3 AM is often known as the witching hour in most folklore. Now, Jaystation has gotten himself involved in a lot of controversies, and if you don't believe me, just look at the content section on his Wikipedia page. But one of the most common kinds of controversies he found himself in were the ones where he would use the deaths of recently passed celebrities in his 3 AM challenges. The most notable video is one titled Mac Miller's Spirit Box Challenge at 3 AM, in which he claims to have contacted the spirit of American rapper Mac Miller, who in September of 2018 was found dead in his own home from a drug overdose. These videos were seen as incredibly disrespectful and exploitative, because these videos were monetized, meaning that Jay was directly profiting off of the deaths of celebrities, mere hours after their death was publicly announced. So now that I've established some context, let's get on to what is inarguably his biggest controversy. This all started in January of 2020 when Jaystation uploaded a video simply titled My Girlfriend Alexia Died. This video is basically just him claiming that his girlfriend, Alexia Morano, had been hit and killed by a drunk driver. But instead of receiving sympathy and being showered with thoughts and prayers, instead he was questioned. Because the one thing that his previous controversies have taught us is that nothing is off limits to him. After this video went semi-viral, people began investigating to prove whether or not Jay was lying. One of the more notable investigators into the situation was Mutahar from Some Ordinary Gamers. In the video, he calls the Toronto Police Department and asks if anyone under the name Alexia Morano had actually passed from a drunk driving incident.
No, I don't have anything by that name on the system.
So, in Toronto, nobody by that name specifically has suffered any form of death, right?
No. I have an Alexia, but there's no death in that.
Okay, so as far as the Toronto police know, she is in fact alive.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. No, there was no drunk driving specifically?
Unless there's no drinking and driving incident, no.
Soon after, Jay would release a video in which he would go to the memorial of his girlfriend in the place where she was supposedly hit by the vehicle. But there really isn't anything noteworthy to say about this video. Not long after, Jay would upload his third video on the situation under the legendary title Dead Girlfriend Ouija Board Challenge at 3 AM, Gone Wrong. Now I was going to show you a clip from this video, but all the re-uploads I found could only be played in 360p at most. But if you're familiar with this man's work, you could probably guess what happens. This didn't just hit us like a truck, it hit us like fucking white phosphorus. Because this video basically confirmed that yes, this man did just fake his girlfriend's death for views, attention and money. Just one day after this video was uploaded, Jay would delete his previous 3 videos and upload a new one titled Alexia Morano, The Truth About Her. To summarize this video, it's basically just him telling his life story and claiming that Alexia was actually in the wrong on this situation. A classic case of playing the victim. He tries to claim that Alexia is actually ruining his life over this situation, but like, mate, you're the one who faked her death. There's also a lot of discrepancies in this video. Like in one instance he claims that he got a criminal record from stuff like underage drinking, but then he also claims that he joined the military in grade 9. But where he lives at least, it's impossible to join the military if you have a criminal record. Soon after the release of this video, there was just a bunch of back and forth drama between Alexia and Jay. I don't want to get into that whole drama right now for a lot of reasons, but you could probably find a video on YouTube discussing it. The whole situation just got so bad that it even led to Jaystation being arrested, but I can't really seem to find any information as to what happened after he was arrested. Due to this whole situation, YouTube decided to take action and demonetize all of his channels. And then only a year later, they took further action and terminated all these channels. Now you may be asking, after everything that's gone down, where is Jaystation now? Well, it seems like he is back on YouTube and yep, he has not changed one bit. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry that this one took so long to come out. For some reason I was just procrastinating on this one a lot. I don't really know what else to say other than thank you for watching this video and I'll see you in the next one.